Have you ever tried to argue with someone who seems to live in a parallel universe where everything revolves around their own ego? Where your pain is ignored, your words twisted, and your sanity constantly tested? If you've ever felt trapped in a relationship where the other person manipulates, confuses, and emotionally drains you, this video is for you. Today, we'll reveal 6 forbidden mental tactics, psychological strategies based on the work of Carl Jung that will give you control over a narcissist, as if they were a puppet in your hands. Carl Jung taught that the unconscious holds both light and shadow, and understanding those shadows is the key to disarming those who hide their weaknesses behind arrogance, control, and manipulation. Above all, the narcissist fears being exposed to their own truth. That's exactly where you'll strike, not with shouting or desperation, but with awareness, presence, and emotional mastery. Here, you stop being the victim and become the mirror in which they see what they most try to hide. In this video, you'll learn how to turn the tables without losing your essence. You'll discover tactics that immediately destabilize the mental control the narcissist holds over you. This isn't about revenge. It's about restoring your inner power. Knowledge frees us. Jung believed that only the light of consciousness can heal the poisons of the ego. Get ready for a journey of clarity, courage, and transformation. Every technique you'll learn here is built on the principles of analytical psychology, respecting the mental and emotional cycles that govern human behavior. What you hear might be uncomfortable, but it's that very discomfort that will push you out of the labyrinth the narcissist wants to keep you trapped in. Stay until the end because, by then, you won't be the same person. You'll be ready to master your shadows, reclaim your emotional autonomy, and most importantly, regain your peace with awareness. As Jung said, what you resist persists, but what you face transforms. Are you ready for that transformation? Since ancient times, narcissists have known how to manipulate how others see them. They create an image of perfection, superiority, and almost hypnotic charm. But behind that facade lies a fragile mental structure on the brink of collapse. Jung called this the persona, the mask we wear to be accepted by society. For the narcissist, this mask is their greatest prison. This is where we begin to break down their game. The first mental tactic is to expose this persona to the discomfort of authenticity in a subtle, strategic, and emotionally calculated way. The narcissist needs validation like an addict needs their next fix. They drain your emotional energy, affection, attention, and control, but there's a weakness they hide at all costs: the fear of being irrelevant. Jung said no one becomes enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making darkness conscious. That's exactly what you'll do by refusing to feed their ego. The first tactic is strategic silence. Silence doesn't mean absence of communication. It means refusing to engage in the emotional game. When the narcissist provokes, attacks, or dramatizes, they expect your reaction. If you shout, they win. If you explain, they trap you. But when you silently hold your ground, maintain eye contact, and stay present in your body, they panic. Why? Because you cut off their source of control. You become a silent mirror where they begin to see their own distortions, and that's unbearable for their ego. This silence is a powerful mental weapon that disarms the narcissist without you saying a word. It's as if Jung whispered in your ear, "Don't fight monsters, become aware of your shadow, and it will fight for you." But this silence must be held with emotional coherence. It can't come from fear, anger, or passivity. It must come from awareness, mastery, and intention. Silence is your invisible sword. This tactic requires emotional training. You'll want to defend yourself, prove you're right, or yell, but that's falling into the narcissist's trap. Jung reminds us that what we deny in ourselves we project onto others. When you practice strategic silence, you break this cycle. You stop projecting pain, fear, and need, and start responding with presence. This completely destabilizes the narcissist. Many believe dominating a manipulator requires brute force or retaliation, but it doesn't. Mastery comes from emotional awareness. Jung said true power is making the unconscious conscious. When the narcissist realizes they can't provoke you anymore, they lose their footing. Their illusion of control collapses because you became unpredictable. And unpredictability is poison to a controller at this point. They'll test you with sarcasm, blame shifting, and victim playing. It's their script. But you're no longer on stage. You're backstage, watching the show fall apart. Strategic silence changes the relationship dynamic without direct confrontation. The more you practice, the clearer it becomes. Control isn't about reacting. It's about choosing when and how to act. This first tactic isn't about them. It's about you. It's about silencing your own cries for validation, your fears of rejection. It's about mastering your own shadow. As Jung taught, a narcissist only has power over you while you're unconscious of yourself. When you become conscious, they become fragile. Jung said, "Those who look outside dream. Those who look inside awaken." This first tactic is awakening. The moment you stop reacting and start observing, when you stop being the puppet and become the puppeteer, not out of malice, but with awareness. The narcissist's reaction will be confused. They'll test your limits, but know they've lost control because you broke the cycle. You stopped responding predictably. You woke up, and awakening is something no manipulator can control. The beauty of this tactic is it works silently. No shouting, no fights, no explanations, just presence, mastery, and self-awareness. Strategic silence is the foundation for the next tactics because it creates the inner space you need to reclaim your power. Remember, narcissists live off your reaction. Take that away, and you take everything. And that's only the beginning. In the next tactics, we'll dive deeper into emotional control layers, shadow manipulation, and unconscious projection, so you not only free yourself, but consciously control the game like a true master of the mind. If this video opened your eyes and sparked something inside you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear this truth. Together, we can break the cycle of manipulation and reclaim our power. Subscribe now and join a community committed to awareness, healing, and transformation. Hit the notification bell so you never miss the tools that will help you master your mind and emotions. Remember, your journey to freedom starts with one conscious choice. Make that choice today, because the power to change your life is already within you.